And hello, good evening, good morning, whatever time you are watching this. And hello, if you are watching this on the replay, welcome again to another episode of Sis It's Just Not God's Best for You, Self Actualize and Shine podcast show with me, your host, Inquetta. And this is another edition of Grown Talk After Dark, where I just decided to pull like my friends and we're just going to talk and just get a male and a female perspective. Because I know you guys get tired of like just hearing my point of view. But see, I got y'all. So that's why I brought like a diverse cast panelists with backgrounds and experiences to get a well-rounded conversation going. So, hey everybody, good afternoon, y'all. Like, so glad y'all joined me. So we're just going to get it started, and kick it off with this question. But Isaiah, I can't remember how we started talking about this, but this basically made me think like, oh, we should go live. We should have another grown talk panel about this discussion right here. So the question is, ladies and gentlemen, would you seriously date someone that still lives at home? When I say live at home, they still live with their parents, or mom or dad situation. Would you seriously date someone that still lived at home? So,
Negative. No.
okay, negative. So, why do you say negative and no, Brittany?
Because we're too old to be living at home. Like no. I feel like I feel like if you're not in school or something, or maybe you may be going through a divorce, or if you don't have a good reason, like those reasons, then I feel like no, you should have your own place.
Okay, I like that because I was just going to ask you about age, but you kind of made it. You put in circumstance. So if you're not in school, if you're not going
Hmm.
through anything traumatic,
Hmm.
your response is no. Okay. So does it matter if it's a female or a male?
It
Like, do you
matters.
feel the same? It doesn't
I
matter.
feel like for women should be different. Like for my daughters, I would hope that they stay with me until they get married.
Hmm, okay, that's interesting. What do you think, Isaiah?
Um, I listen. Truth be told, the way everything is going now, you kind of can't pinpoint on what's going on. So I say, if you still living, I'm be real. I still live here, but like I said, that stuff prior to that different. But as long as you're working towards something, if you're working toward a car or a house or something, I think it's cool. If you're working towards something, if you just home to be home and not doing anything, it's kind of like what you here for.
Okay. What about you, Chris? Before I give my opinion,
I wanted to ask. I'm sorry. I forgot.
Brittany.
Mhm.
Brittany. So you still feel that way because of Corona? Because more people went back living home after COVID started. Like the most people, our generation, whatever. Most people started going back home because whatever for what COVID basically. So you still
Uh,
stay by what you said. Like don't matter the pandemic going on because a
yeah,
lot of
because you,
people.
you don't need to date then. You're not ready. You
Mm,
need to get your stuff together.
Well, for me, I feel it's different answer. So for a woman, for a guy standpoint, you can't be shouldn't be wanting to live at home. But a girl, woman, it doesn't matter. It shouldn't matter. A guy that shouldn't matter. A guy looking, if you're talking to a woman, that shouldn't be a thing that it doesn't matter. Why? Like why does it matter? You trying to go live with her? Like, that's what I say to that.
Okay.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
Good answer. I feel like I have a mix. My situation is a mix of what everybody said. I'm basically home because of the pandemic. Like before the pandemic, I was on my own, had my apartment in Maryland, living my best life. But then like my office closed at work and I was just like working from home and I felt like why am I paying rent? Like and I'm you know what I mean? Like when I could work anywhere and I could just like live home and save money kind of thing. But with that, I'm not dating either because I feel like I really shouldn't be dating. Like this is my downtime, my prepping time. So I keep that same energy. Like I don't see myself dating somebody that lives at home still. So I'm not dating while I'm at home. You know what I mean? So that's just how I feel about it. Like so those are my thoughts. Does the same thing apply when it comes to a vehicle, like a car? Like, is that okay? Like, should we all have our car by now? Or like that doesn't matter? Or they go hand in hand?
Everybody should have a whip, bro. You can get a whip with $500 and a decent credit score. Everybody should have a car.
$500 where? Cause
No, like a $500 down payment and
all
decent
right,
credit,
yeah.
bro. You can get a car, man. And,
Unless you stay in New York, then I'll understand it. If it's somewhere like New York, then I'll get it. Where you really drive subways, whatever they drive. But other than that, I feel like you should at least have transportation.
yeah.
What you think, Isaiah?
I agree. I definitely agree. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm still getting mine. Like I said, but like I said, my situation I ain't gonna say it's different. But if y'all do know, and most of y'all do know, I do music. So me paying for all of that got me missing out on, you know, cars and getting that type of stuff. So I mean, now for me personally, yeah, a car is definitely needed. That's why I ain't doing nothing. I'm trying to get my real life together. But yes, I agree with y'all for sure.
Okay. But did you say you would or wouldn't date a girl that live at home? Like for you personally?
Oh, me personally,
Mm-hmm.
honestly, I would as long as she's like working toward. As long as we working towards something, I would. Cause I mean, I can't. That's like me saying I can't judge because I still live here. Now, if I had my own crib and she didn't, then it'd be different. But since we're in the same boat, I can't really, trip. As long as we working toward getting our own thing, then yeah, we good.
Yeah. I like it a lot, guys. Now, we about to get into the controversial stuff.
Ooh.
Guys, can you tell us when dating does weight matter? Like, because I know everybody has their preferences or whatever. And I feel like Chris, I'm gonna just kick this over to you because you gave me, like, me and Chris talked about this. He had to break down the difference between fat and obese for me, because I didn't know. According to his, like, the way he broke it down. So, Chris, when dating does weight matter? Like, is it okay if she's like skinny, thick, Lizzo thick, or Lizzo size, or Coil Ray size? Um,
um,
can you let us know?
yeah, all that. So skinny, slim, thick, all that. Those are preferences. Within everyone got their preference. I'm talking about obese. Like you a health risk. There's fat. See, people put negativity on fat, bro. Fat like pH fat. Like that's good fat. That's what I call. That's what I call thick because I don't believe there's no such thing as thick. There's fat, and fat is a good thing. What people look as fat, what they think is fat, that's really obese. But that person's obese. They a health risk. They got diabetes. Like that's obese. That's not weight. Nah, you obese, bro. That's a difference. So that's why I say like. When people say, "Oh, you're fat," like you just look, I look at that. Like you people say, "Oh, the girl butt's fat," ass. You know what I'm saying? But so fat is not bad, bro. Fat is not bad. Fat is good. A lot of guys like thick girls. I call it fat because I want to, I try to make it seem more positive because it's not, bro. But what y'all women think is, y'all get called fat. I'm thinking like 600-pound life. Like y'all call that fat. No, that's not fat. That's obese.
Yeah.
Obese, but y'all gotta separate the difference. But y'all calling that's how I look at it. You gotta separate the difference.
Okay. What about you, Isaiah? When dating a girl, does her size matter? Is there such thing as too skinny? Is there such a thing as too big? Like, what do you think?
I mean, me personally, I like them thick, so but that's a different story. But no, it really don't. You know, pretty faces is cool. It really don't matter. But like the homie was saying, as long as you're not like sloppy big, then I can deal with it. If you're not like Lizzo, I couldn't really do nothing. I couldn't really. Nah, man, I couldn't do that. But if she like, I
Even
can't
though
own it.
Lizzo got a pretty face, because Lizzo is pretty. Now you
Yeah,
said pretty
that is
face.
true. That is true. That is true. I can't sit here and say I didn't say that. You're right.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe it don't matter. But yeah, man, yeah.
And Lizzo's the one with at the Lakers game that had the hole in her leggings.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she be playing the flute and twerking.
Yeah.
That was her. Yeah.
So
That's obese, bro. That's
So here's a question for the ladies then. When it come to like dudes, I know y'all got the big guys and the husky dudes and the what do y'all excuse me, what y'all like when it come to like weight? I guess that's the question.
mm-hmm. Go ahead, Brittany.
I met like a really nice guy. Like, I mean, like flowers on the first date. I mean, sweet, like husband material. And I would try to get him to come to the gym with me, work out. He would come in slippers. He would miss days. So it's not that I'm just totally against somebody big, but you got to want to be healthy for me. Like, and if that's, I mean, I don't have nothing against it, but you got to want better.
Yeah. Okay.
I like that.
I got a question for you. I thought like I'd be seeing some girls. They say they like not fat guys, like but like guys with a pudge or stomach. Is that not is that not it?
Thing.
Like some girls, I see some girls. They be saying they don't want a guy with sick abs and whatnot. Like they want guys like some teddy bear. Like that's what they say, like teddy bear fat. Like that
That was
true?
me
Yeah.
years ago. About 5 years ago, that was me, honey. I didn't want nobody skinny. Kind of still, I don't know. It's just somebody like for me, it's like a young jock or a young Jeezy. Not necessarily a pudge, but a little thickness to them. Just a little thickness.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a good body. So not a Rick Ross, not a
No.
Fat Joe.
No.
Okay, all right. I'm
What
glad you
about
made
you,
that
Cinquetta?
distinction. Me, I think I like kind of tall, in shape kind of men. I never really thought about like a pudge or anything like that, but just like regular build, just healthy. Like
Mhm.
I'm not really that attracted to like a Rick Ross or Fat Joe kind of type of guy. But just like, regular, normal, healthy, not obese, nothing like that. So that's just how I feel about it.
That's
Yeah.
fair.
So Brittany, I ain't really understand the end of the story. So what happened? You was trying to get him to go to the gym, wouldn't come, lacking. So you had to end it with him.
Yes, I had to dump. I had to tell you. I didn't tell him that was why, but I guess he kind of figured it when we would go out to dinner, and I would expect him to order a salad, and he's ordering other
I'm
stuff.
cracking up.
I guess he
But
kind of got the hint.
So
you
a
was
question.
trying
That's
to work with
crazy.
him. I know.
Yes, because he was so. When I say he's such a nice guy, y'all, like husband material. Like he was husband material for real. He's really sweet, sweet. But we never got intimate or anything because I'm not attracted to that. I can't be attracted to this too. I can't. Mm-mm. No, and he was handsome. And see, that's the thing about the nice face. He was handsome,
Mhm.
pretty nice in the face. But I can't. Them lights go off.
That's real.
And maybe that's the thing too with Lizzo. Like, beautiful, gorgeous girl, but
Nice.
like I guess some people just like got to be attracted to her body too.
Rose ain't going nowhere.
So, is there such thing as too skinny for guys, or is better to be smaller than bigger, or like what about that? Would you date Coy Leray?
I'm already little, so I'm already little. That ain't how that's working for me. But like y'all was saying, the older you get, your taste changes in the way you want to move. So me, like I said, a thick girl is cool with me, but a coil array, that I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it.
What about you, Chris?
Couldn't do it, man. I honestly, as I changed, I used to have a preference towards more the slim, skinny type, and over time I've changed. I don't like that. I said it's gross, bro. That sounds like correlate something. Not even. Yeah, correlate some girls like that. You can see her bones. You see her bones, bro. That just look nasty. It looks sick, bro. It looks sick. Like, nah. Then it's like I feel it's harder for a girl to put on weight than to lose weight. Regardless, I guess if they do like 3 lipos or whatever, you can get it off easier than putting it back on. But prefer good thicker fat versus too skinny, because it's like when they so skinny, like they don't. It's no titties. It's nothing. What like.
But you also got to remember too, she is young, so she really ain't growing. That sounds so weird to say, but I mean that
I know
not
she
in
was
any way.
like, how old is she?
Yeah, me neither. How old is she?
She's got to be like 20 something. Like she's like a young.
Yeah, so she could get a good time. And
Yeah.
this the one that's that what's her dad's name?
Benzina.
Benzina. Yeah.
Yeah. Matter of fact, we're gonna look at it right now. She's 24.
She not that. She
She old enough. I was 6 at that age. No.
But these days these girls will go buy their body, their thickness. So
And
yeah.
me personally, being in Atlanta, like you see a lot of a good amount of like women. Sometimes they skinny because they be drugged out, bro. They really be drugged out, bro. And some of these girls really be drugged out, bro. And they be like sticks. Like that shit be gross, bro.
You live in Atlanta?
Yeah, I live in Atlanta. Like,
I see your point.
Yeah,
I see your point.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that. That's how I know Chris when I went to grad school in Georgia State. But
That's right.
So, Kanisha said Chris is hilarious. We got a comment. And then she also, I think she was talking about your friend, and she said, "Girl, he loves food. Leave that man alone." He just
yeah.
Definitely.
So, and that's I feel like if he didn't, that's the thing. Like somebody got to
want to change. Exactly. I was gonna tell you, Brittany. He didn't want to change, but you can't. No. When you meet someone like I met a girl. I was talking to a girl, kind of telling the girl she's skinny. I don't. Yeah, I mentioned she's skinny, but why are you talking to her? Yeah, whatever. Because I like her a little, but I'm not trying to change her. Just take it for what it is. She's skinny. She's skinny. Like that's not what I prefer, but it'd be like that.
Mm-hmm. She's so cool. All right, so I'm gonna switch it over to us, ladies. So when dating a guy, Brittany, does height matter? Like 6 feet or 6 feet or more, or 6 feet or less? Doesn't matter. What you say?
It doesn't matter to me. I mean, I've always been the one to date short guys. It don't matter to me. I'm not crazy about tall men. I'll date short men. It don't matter.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I never really thought about it either until it kind of just got brought up to me. But I kind of always dated people that was taller than me. I think not on purpose. It was nothing conscious or whatever. But it just so happened like who I dated was just taller than me, kind of thing. I don't think. Yeah, anytime I wear heels or something, I never dated nobody that I was taller than in heels. So
tall is nice.
Huh?
Tall is really nice. Like the tall, when I've dated guys, I've dated 6'2", 6'4" before, and it's really nice. but I'm not looking for it because I know me and 100 other women are looking for that. Like,
I'm sure people are offended. I'm just saying.
No, seriously. Oh my God. Like I've never really met a woman that says I like short guys. Like I just never met a woman that said that.
The crazy part is, like we were saying back in the day, at one, not Nick, I'm not offended. I just like to joke. But at one point in time, like short people was like in, and then like we said, you get older, you want the taller guys. But if you really think about it, the average guy, I don't know, maybe the average guy isn't even like 6 foot. He's probably like 5'9", 5'10".
That's what I say, about 5'8", 5'9".
What's tall to you, Brittany? What do you consider tall? Because I'm 6'2", 6'3". I don't consider myself tall. Kind of because I played basketball, so I'm always was playing around people 6'6", 6'8". So I was really like the short one. So I never, so it'd be. I guess it's who you look at it, because like I say that height 6'3", I don't consider that tall. I don't consider that tall.
If you over 6, then for me that's if you 6 or above, that's tall to me. I consider that to be tall.
Yeah. Is it ever such a thing? Like I see it as too tall. Like I seen a girl maybe 5'2". Her dude was like 6'3", 6'4". Is there such a thing as too tall?
Oh yes.
Okay. I've always wanted to know. Like some women are different.
For me though, some people got that saying though, when you lay down, it doesn't matter. But for me,
you tall guy, fella. And the crazy part is like me, tall girls. Honestly, I'm short, so every girl is like taller than me. But like if I'm dating a girl, she's maybe I'm 5'6", so she could be like 5'8". That's cool, 5'9". Because realistically, I wear boots, but even if I'm standing next to her, I'm not gonna know she's taller than me. She look like she eye to eye. I guess that's how I gauge it, but I'm down with whatever.
Me too.
That's good. I'm glad we don't have I don't have a shallow bunch of friends. You know what I mean? Like we all equal.
Not over.
Okay. Well, yeah, we'll see. So when dating, We can flip this to both genders, but I'll start with y'all. Like guys, when dating, does the girl's occupation matter? Like, is it okay if she works at Walmart? Is it okay if she works at McDonald's? Is it okay if she's a stripper? Is it okay if she's an IG model? Like, does her career matter to you when dating?
Sheesh.
You gotta get more specific on the dating scene.
Okay.
I
Brittany,
need,
you gave me this question, so
I need more dating. Dating's too broad. You gotta get more specific, man.
okay.
Like if you meet a woman and you like her, and y'all having that first initial conversation about your age, what you do for a living, and she be like, I'm a stripper, would that be okay? Or she says, I'm a janitor, or I work at McDonald's and Burger King. Like, would that be a red flag to you? Were you a ghoster, or would you be like, okay?
If you a stripper, I'm out. I ain't gonna sit here and fake it. You a stripper, I'm gone. Cause that's not bro.
It's not it.
I talked to a stripper before. I don't care. I don't care because I'm not looking at them. Not looking at them in that way. Like, so that's
Yeah.
Okay.
That's crazy. He's right there. That makes sense. Cause like he's saying, they're at work. I mean, they at their job, but when you think about it, as a guy, it's kind of like, all right, yeah, like I like you a little bit. I want to bring you back to the crib, and you can't. It's a saying, and he should, and Christian knows it's a saying in Atlanta. Like when you go into the strip clubs, and strippers don't like you. They here to do their job.
Yeah, and they selling pussy, so it's like
that's the phrase. They here to do their job. She don't really want you like that. She trying to make some money. She's out. If you catch her like on, if you catch her on Instagram or something, cool. Other than that, nah, bro.
But Chris, are you marrying her? Are you taking her to like?
Nah. She a one night. She a one nighter, not a half a nighter. She a half a night. Nah, it's none of that. It's just because she had to say in her eyes, she's looking for a trick. So it's like she not. I don't think a woman in her right mind will really be trying to date if she a stripper. I think with anyone with any more morals or values, I would think. I may be wrong, but I would think so. But it'd be some girls that got child fathers, husbands, whatever, and be a stripper. So
That is true. A lot of people. Needy was a stripper. From Real Housewives of Atlanta. A lot of them be changing their lives around or
yeah,
whatever.
Drea was a stripper. I remember you told me about that. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Cardi B. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So okay, so I think we got half and half. Chris, you said it don't matter, and for you, Isaiah, it do. What about us, Brittany? Do it matter about what the guy do? Like, are you dating the personal trainer? Are you dating the
bouncer,
club promoter? Who you say actor?
Bouncer,
right. Are you dating
Real.
the cashier at Walmart?
Negative.
Okay.
Negative. I'll probably date the manager though, the store manager at Walmart.
Okay.
This topic is more for women, bro. This topic is more for women. Women's supposed to care. Guys, like it go back to the I kind of look at it with the living with the home. Like guys, it's not supposed to matter, bro.
Yeah,
but it does matter because you said you would not marry her, so that doesn't mean it matters to you.
Yeah. I mean, but dating and married, that's just some people are dating just to date. Some are dating to marry. So it just depends what that person trying to do. But if I'm just dating to date, I don't care. The guy shouldn't care. I look at that weird. If a guy cares too much, like why you were so worried about what she do, you trying to get money off her? Because it be real guys really be trying to live off women, bro. It should be pathetic.
Yeah, that is true. It is some male gold diggers. It's some male thoughts. There's some nigga thoughts out there. So, okay.
True.
Now we're gonna switch it back over to the guys. Boom, shaka laka laka boom. So, would you date a woman with kids if you don't have any kids?
I did that already
So
twice.
you would.
Man, there's women out here that got kids that won't date a man that got kids.
Okay.
Ain't
That's
that
true.
messed up? Ain't
That
that
blows
messed
my
up?
mind every time I hear that. That's
Ain't that
crazy.
messed up? Man?
Okay.
That's true. I even have I have close people that I know, a woman, and she has kids, and it's like when it's time for child support to be paid, always coming out of my household. So women can be the same way. They don't like they don't like men with kids, even though they have kids.
Yeah, that shit crazy.
Interesting, interesting, interesting.
So
So
Isaiah,
Brittany,
like, what's the pros or cons? You said you did it twice. So like,
Right.
what was the pro of it? Like, what was the con of that? Because you don't have kids.
The pro for me, she was nurturing. Like she understood how to take care of somebody. She understood. Okay, this is how we take care of this person. Because she already had kids, so it's like, okay, as a man, it's a little bit different, but it's not. It's really not as hard as some women think. The cons, though, the baby dad, that was the biggest one. Like he always, and I didn't get mad at it, but at the same time, I was young, so when it comes to that, it's kind of like you're not really sure what's going on because I mean, some women are always going to go. They say, "I'm never going back to my baby dad." They probably may never not, but he's always there somehow. He can't. I'm saying, and he can't handle. I mean, y'all seen Baby Boy? Homie can't handle the. Nah, man. So that's the best way I could put it. If you seen Baby Boy, you know. You know what I'm saying? That's a real thing. You in the crib kicking it and homie, yeah. Because now another dude is, you got to think, another dude is invading your space, not just with your lady. He's invading your space with your child, and you don't know who this guy is and what type he capable of.
Mhm.
So, whole different ball game.
okay, that's
I
good. Go ahead.
I said I dated people with kids. I put it like this. I have a rule. If you gotta know the dynamic. What's the dynamic? I think my rule is like I don't want to. I shouldn't see the person. I shouldn't see the child's father, baby dad. I shouldn't see him at all. Should never be able to see him. So
Okay.
if I should
You,
see him, nah.
you
Hmm?
have to you have to meet him one day.
No, I don't.
Even if you marry her, you never want to see him.
If I marry him, nah, I don't.
Ooh.
That is a good question. Do you have to see?
What I need to
Okay,
see?
for the
What
women.
for? What I need? No, I don't. I don't want to see him. I shouldn't have to see. I feel if I feel the girl lets me see him. I feel she trying me in a sense. Honestly, I'll take it as a try.
Okay. I never considered that. Well,
Oh,
it's more so like this is my child's father kind of thing. What's so wrong with me? Like what's the big deal?
because he's
I have a
definitely going to want to meet you. Definitely.
Yeah, that's a fact though.
Then I feel like nah. I'm not talking to her. Why that dynamic is a little too close for me to want to talk to them. I don't. That's just me. I'm not. Nah.
It should be good that you got a good working co-parent relationship with the. If it's
Co-parent,
toxic,
co-parent, what if you just said it? Co-parent. You didn't say dating co-parent, who I'm dating, who you dealing with. So it don't be a co-parent, handle y'all business with y'all child, which y'all have, don't got nothing to do. Nah, don't let's not don't cross him. Don't cross him.
So
okay.
it sounds like he don't need to marry a woman with kids, but he will date her.
Yeah, you can say basically. That's
Got it.
basically in a nutshell, yeah.
All right,
I got
Brittany,
that.
did they answer well?
Yes, they answered it well. They actually surprised me because I've dated more men with no kids and I've dated men with kids, and I have come to the conclusion that I'd rather just date somebody's baby. I'd rather just date somebody's baby daddy. I would rather date with kids. I would not date a man with no more kids. That don't have kids. I don't.
Interesting.
Back in
So
there.
yeah, they
Because I'm
answered.
gonna say, I never dated a guy that had kids. So like
And
I
you
never had to
shouldn't.
deal with I never
You
had to
shouldn't.
deal with baby
I
mama or
believe
none
if
of
you
that.
don't have kids, don't date nobody with kids. That's what I believe. Me personally.
Yeah,
Yes,
just so we have the
that's fair.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna switch this back over to us, Brittany. This question
Mhm.
came from Isaiah. So he wanted to know, why do some women hold grudges and make the new man they dealing with suffer?
Ooh. I'm gonna let you go first.
Da, 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 da. See, I gotta look at this from a life coaching perspective. I feel
Yeah.
like you really shouldn't even be dealing with a woman that is still holding a grudge with her. Okay, the way Chris feel about not seeing the person's baby mom is how I feel about exes. I shouldn't even know like your ex-girlfriend's name within like the first 3 or 4 months or whatever of us talking. So I feel like if her ex-boyfriend is coming up while y'all dating and it's early on, like you need to let her go. Like that's just someone you just don't deal with, because you really should be healed and whole to move on to the next relationship. I mean, I just would have to ask you, why are you dealing with a girl that, is holding
Mhm.
grudges and making the new man pay or make you pay? Like you just kind of like cut your losses with that. You know what I mean? So I can't
Mhm.
really explain why that happens, because I don't be doing that, or at least I don't think I do. So that's just how I feel about it. Like just let her go, let that person go. You know, and
I,
and they and to answer it, it's just like they're not healed, they're not over the
mhm.
situation, they're not
Mhm.
over their ex. So it's more so like don't
Need
even
some.
deal with that
They
person.
need some closure.
Hmm.
Then yeah,
So
I feel like the same way. Like, as far as holding grudges to her new man and making him suffer and all of that, I feel like you said, I feel like she's not healed, and I feel like she kind of probably really missed her ex, and she may just be waiting for him to come back. But in the meantime, you a deal. I deal with you,
yeah,
and that's probably some to why she treating you that way because you're just a placeholder, and I'm waiting for the
Place
next
over
one.
yeah.
You
Facts.
know,
She could be just talking to you to make her person jealous and mad. Like,
hmm or
crazy.
yeah,
make her feel good in the moment. It's like you an ego boost.
exactly.
You know what I mean? Instead of her
Yeah,
like healing, she gonna use you to make her feel good, because like her ex man ain't making her feel good. You know what I mean?
mhm. Yeah,
So don't
definitely
be
placeholder vibes.
yeah.
Back
If
out.
she holding grudges, that's definitely woman perspective. You're a placeholder if she's holding grudges
Yeah.
because that thing's supposed to be new and fresh.
Yeah, exciting. Like, oh, I got me a new man,
You know?
She be trying to hide your crazy in the beginning, at least.
Yes.
So did that answer your question?
Yeah. I
Do
actually have
you
one last one though. Does just I mean, like I said, this could be for guys and girls. Does closure really matter? Like, why do we need it that bad? What do we need closure for? I've always want to ask somebody that. Why do we need it?
They gotta know why, bro. People gotta know why this stuff. Why?
yeah.
I've
People
They
don't like
gotta.
never been
unanswered
one.
questions. Say it again, Brittany.
I've never been the person that have to have closure. Never.
Really? Why
Never.
not?
I've never text nobody and say, "Oh my gosh, I need closure." Never. Once we done, you're dead to me.
That's real. She was real with
You
that
can't
one.
get closure from a dead person.
Hmm.
I-
So ending is the closure for you.
That's the closure for
The
me.
fact
I
that it
don't need to
ended.
have closure.
Okay.
I'm out.
All right. Yeah. I feel
Well,
like
y'all seem like y'all need closure though. Why would y'all need closure? Like Cinquetta, like why would you need closure?
closure is because people don't like unanswered questions. Like people need to know why something
Why?
happened. You know what I mean? People just don't like ambiguous. I don't like that. I don't like unloose ends or whatever. So I think that's what it is. Like just putting your mind at ease. Like, okay, this is why it ended. But sometimes you're not going to get that from that person. So you just have to like bring yourself closure. I
Because
think
you're
that's
giving them
all
too
it
much
really is.
power.
You think so? But
Oh,
it's
you're
just
definitely giving them power because it's like, okay, I can't move on because I need this closure. It's like they're predicting whether you move on, whether you think about them that day. And, I feel like it'd be another hold that they have on me for me to be like, oh, I want closure. I want closure. Like I'm gonna move on.
I
Mhm.
never thought of it like that. You giving that person power. Yeah, that's true. You are. You got them. They got you up at night
Yeah,
tossing and shit.
checking
Yeah.
Yep.
pages, stalking, all that.
But I feel like it be like that, like
Yeah.
It
And
just
that
be like,
person may not even be thinking goddamn 2 cents about you, but go on by his day. Yeah.
It's a fact.
but I feel like that's where it comes from because you just don't know. You want to
Mhm.
know, like, oh, did I do something? You know what I mean? And it could be giving that person more power, but that's just, we're human. So sometimes you just feel like that. You want to know.
That's true.
So Kanisha says she never needed it. Doesn't always work. Have a great life. That's very, very true. Deuces. Right.
Period.
Okay. So, um, this question, Brittany, you can elaborate on this a little bit too. And I actually had the screenshot that you sent me if you want me to like share that. But the question is, guys, how do you all view side chicks? And would you ever respect them?
Yeah, that's my whole thing. Like, suppose you're in a relationship or you're married and you're dating this woman, and you come to her and say, "Hey, I got a woman, but it's not right in the home front right now." How would you view that woman that's okay with being that placeholder for you to help you with that 20% you missing?
I would personally be like, I would ask her like, what's going on with you that you're okay with being a side chick to a married man? Like, is there a desperation thing going on here, or what's
Not
going on?
desperation. People be lonely out here, man. It's a
Yeah,
cold world, man.
yeah,
People
but
lonely.
you married and like a chick is coming to you and saying, "Yo, I want to be part of your crew," even though we didn't got to do nothing.
Some some women thrive off that. They think I can end the marriage. I can make him leave his marriage. Like some women
Yeah,
thrive. Like they it's a challenge to them. Like
that just
I can
sounds
make him go,
crazy to
even
me.
if he never leave. Yeah, he's married to you, but he's over here every night. Like
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. That's kind
so,
of
it's like some that's just side chick is just. I guess are you asking like, does men look more down, have a little less respect for this side chick?
Yeah, like would you ever marry your side chick? Like, suppose you in the mode where you want to cheat one day, and this person is down for it. Like, eventually, 5 years from now, when you looking at her, do you look and be like Isaiah just said, what's wrong with you? Like, would you ever respect her? Would you ever break up your marriage for her? Like, is there some level of respect that you have for her at least?
For the side chick. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
truth be told. If that's even me, like I said, I think I said this last time. If I'm going to even rock out with another chick while I'm married, I don't even have respect for the woman I'm married to.
Hmm.
You gotta stop saying marriage because I feel I feel guys when they sometimes when they cheat, like why you get married, you want to still do that for the
Yeah,
woman, like
that's
what, like I don't understand that. I don't understand that.
that's a
It's
fact.
different the woman wanting, but the guy purposely went all the way, get married, just like, why'd you get married to begin with? Why'd you do that? So I hope, I don't know how they would view them. I think they would view me personally. I would view that if I was married, let's say I was married and I had a side chick, I would view them same respect as the married woman. I wouldn't look down. I wouldn't. Like that's his side chick. That's just a label, bro. That's just a label, bro. Labels can change. The side chick can become the married, than what we talking about then. So it's like that's just a name, bro. Name. That's just you know. It'd be just like, be the guy, girls be the guy you never paid attention to, y'all the lane you didn't like in school, y'all did you meet up later on and y'all get married. But then he was the boy that annoyed you, then y'all end up dating, have a kid. So that's just a name. Those are just labels, but it can change. That can change.
So a side chick can come on in, do what she need to do, and she can take that main spot like she hoped to.
She got in the door somehow. It's just she got in. It's just
Okay,
she
it's
behind.
fine.
She in the rear view mirror. Like she could catch up. The people that you see, people that be having two wives. I mean, two, three wives and stuff. Like so. Yeah,
Dang.
that's an interesting question though.
Yeah, yeah, it is. Did they answer it good, Brittany?
They answered it good. They did. I got both sides. Both sides.
Okay, so we're gonna go to this. I have to show a picture. It came from Isaiah. I sent it to y'all all already, But for my listening audience, I have to show y'all what's going on so y'all could be like in the mix. All right, so let me share my screen. I decided to title this like section "Broken Lady" because that's how I felt. Like I thought she was broken, like, but I need to hear y'all opinions on it. All right, is it blinking on your end?
Yeah.
Stop sharing. All right, let me do it this way. Video file? No. Oh, maybe I can do it this way. All right, let me try something different. Better? Okay, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Dang, can this get bigger? All right. So Isaiah sent me this and he wanted to discuss it. So basically, y'all, let me move this so we can see everybody. This girl tweeted how this man texts her, "Thank you for showing me what it feels like to be loved. I can't wait to make you my wife someday." It's gay s like that makes me want to cheat. That's what the girl said. And then like somebody in the comments said a man pouring his heart out and calling you is gay. And then she said he is gay. Men should never feel love. That's a female trait. So what y'all think about this? Who want to chime in first?
She right.
She's right.
So he gay?
Yeah.
Okay. Why so? Go ahead, Brittany.
It just depends. Like if it's our first date and you text me that,
Thank you.
then I'm not gonna think you're gay. I'm thinking you're crazy. So I mean, we don't know how long they've been dating when he texts that. I don't think he's gay at all.
Right.
Albany.
I mean,
I don't think he's gay either. I thought something was wrong with her. Like, sis, like,
but what if somebody texts you that and they only known you a week or 2 days?
Exactly,
What would you think?
yeah.
I would think like scary vibes, but not gay vibes.
But
like,
you gotta think, this is Twitter. You know what I'm saying? You got 1,000 people with most of these people that be having opinions, they just be talking to talk. They be sounding crazy.
Yeah. The thing where men should never feel love. That's a female trait. I think that's sad. It makes me think of who raised her, and like that's scary for her to say men shouldn't feel love. That's really sad.
You know how many hurt people are on social media, and their social media are able to they're able to speak about it and not be seen. So yeah, I get it. Like that's man, what? Man, listen, you better tell that girl, listen, I enjoy talking to you. Want to hang out again? Yada yada yada. Like you never know what type of that might make her day. Like oh snap, a guy actually wants to see me again.
If we're in a relationship though, but don't text me that after the first date now.
Yeah, exactly. That came off to me like it was the first date. I'm like, that's weird.
Okay, yeah, first date might have been.
I just felt like I just look at the girl standpoint. Like, I bet she didn't even do nothing. She was just being regular. She, didn't do nothing. Just chilling. Probably didn't even talk. Was on her phone most of the time. And he just like, I just like, yeah. For him, like,
oh Lord, I could not.
Like,
lover boys,
certified lover boy, huh?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Trash album. Trash.
We ain't gonna get in. I don't even want to talk about it. I got nothing to do with none of that.
All right, guys. So what did we conclude on this situation? I still feel like the verdict is out. Like
he's definitely not gay. Unless he's looking, it could be he's looking for a cover up. Maybe she's seen it like that. Because sometimes when you first date a man, they do be looking for a beard and they come on a little strong, maybe.
Interesting. I didn't think of it like that. So Isaiah, you sent this to me. What was your point of view? Like, was you more on the girl side or like, yeah?
Well, first off, I highly doubt he's gay. Most of these people they be talking to just talk on it, Twitter. But I wouldn't say he's overly doing it, but like they say this was the first date, right?
We
This
don't
is,
know.
Well, we don't
okay,
know.
okay, boom. All right, bet. There we go. So if this was the first date, then yeah. But if they've been cool for a little bit and he just happened to say it, I don't see no problem with it. Cause I mean, I'm pretty well me. I know me. I got female friends that I'm cool with. We might hang out. Yo, I like hanging with you. It was dope. Yada yada yada. We go our separate ways, and it's not really weird because it's I've known you for a while. But if it was a first date, then yeah. But here's a question: so what if the roles were reversed, and when a woman said that to a guy, like, would y'all be like, why am I saying this to this dude? I don't know him like that. That wouldn't be it.
Oh no, that
Not the
man
way.
said married. That man said something about marriage. You should be
Oh yeah.
taking. You should only say that because you said friend. You should be saying that to somebody you're in a committed relationship with. That's
That's a
it.
fact. That's a fact. It's crazy too, because a lot of people that, like you mentioned, that word committed relationship. I was just thinking, there's people they don't. A lot of people don't know the difference between a relationship and a committed relationship. They think just because you're in a relationship, yeah, we're gonna hold me down. No, like you said, committed is like, look, I've been talking to you for 3 6 months. I'm gonna be with you and you only. Or no, 3 months. Let's just be together. All right,
Mhm.
I'm gonna still do what I do because you don't. How long does it take to get to know somebody? I
For
mean,
forever, you never really truly get to know somebody, in my opinion.
See, it's an
hmm.
ongoing thing. Yeah.
Well, how? Okay, so how long comfortable with him? I guess comfortable enough to say, okay, I know you enough, not too much, but I know you enough to say, I'm gonna date you.
That could be case by case because you're talking about comfortable. They have people that sleep with people the first night, so that means they feel comfortable.
No, that's a
Or is
fact.
that a lifetime?
That's a fact. You ain't lied. That's a fact.
and
Yeah, Britt ain't lied. That's a fact.
and another thing with that tweet, I see if I was a girl, like that can't be the first time you said that
Yeah,
to a girl before. That's why if it's not gay, it's weird as hell. That's why I was like it's too weird to me where I say that shit look gay, bro. That shit look gay.
that's why I
It
said
look like one
like
supposed
he's.
to, you know.
That's why I said people know he's gay. I'm like he's not gay. People just saying it to say stuff, but
Mhm.
like homie was saying, like there's no way he said that before just to.
So let's take out the gay part. Like, let's
Okay.
just say she didn't say gay. She used the word like soft or something
Feminine,
like that.
feminine,
Yeah, like
very feminine.
because that's I don't think she really think he gay either. I think that's just a word
Mhm.
she used.
That was just
Like,
it was a feminine mode. That was a feminine trait. That's
yeah.
But I guess my question is why? Like as a man, you can't do that. Like, all right, perfect example, right? Russell Wilson, this is a bad example, but him and Sierra, you know what I'm saying he's expressing his lady fully, I love you, yada yada yada. And people are looking at him like, oh, you a softy. Like, why can us men not?
But aren't they already married though?
Yeah, but people still looking at him like he's soft, even though he's expressing his love for his lady in public. And dudes is like, you're soft. Why are you doing that? Like, bro, I'm married to a fly
Yeah,
chick,
he married. He married. They married. So I don't see nothing wrong with that. They married, but
right?
that they're
I
not
guess the
married.
question is, how come us as men can't, express how we feel toward anybody, like toward anything?
If they were in a committed relationship, I think
Mhm.
that's sweet. If they are in a committed relationship, I think that
Right,
is so sweet, so nice.
for sure.
Especially if her love language is words of affirmation. She would love that.
She'd have been down for it.
Down.
Yeah, but I'm not getting. I'm thinking that they know each other from this tag. They knew each other for a little while, but
Mhm.
maybe she's not comfortable with intimate. Like maybe she's just not comfortable with
She don't
that
like
kind
him
of
enough. She don't like him
Yeah,
enough.
like
that
enough.
that too.
Yeah,
That's
She don't
true.
maybe
like him enough.
he might be the friend, and he's trying to get out of the friend zone. He might be,
Mhm.
and then that does kind of throw some women off, or people off. Like, oh, bro, it's kind of weird.
She don't like him like that. I
They,
Yeah.
remember.
I doubt they even did anything because I don't think if they
Mhm.
did, she would even be saying that on Twitter. So
Yeah,
he ain't even done nothing. You talk that shit. You sound crazy, man.
Mhm.
But I feel like you're right. She don't like him like that because I remember reading that from a blog. Like, if Chris Brown pay you a compliment, it hit different versus like Flavor Flav telling you the same thing. Like if he just says you be like, oh, you like shake off like a roach.
that's
But like
crazy.
Chris Brown tell you that you like it hit different. So you're right. I'm thinking like you're right. Like he's just not that into you.
That
And
into
that's
you,
why
bro.
she said what she said. Like,
Mhm.
but I wouldn't say that is so mean. Like, oh my gosh, I wouldn't. I don't. That was
You
like
know,
kind of mean.
Twitter can be cutthroat, man. But you know,
Like, dang. She didn't. I don't even like the. I felt like she was just very broken. Like someone really, really hurt her.
Mhm.
But that's
Yeah.
just me. But I didn't consider the fact that like you just don't like him like that. So
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
all Isaiah said a good point. Like maybe they were friends because if I'm friends with the guy and I'm thinking you gay, and then you tell me that, I'm probably gonna use that word. I thought you was gay.
Like, man, I knew you wasn't gay. Like, bro, what? Yeah, I thought you was like that. No, man, it's not even. It's crazy.
Yes.
But
So
I'm gonna say if I was 60, I would totally date Flavor Flav. I'm just saying.
We're not gonna act like girls wasn't trying to compete for his love back in the day.
To me, Flavor Flav personality, it just does it. That's all I'm gonna say.
I like him. I like them as a person, a personality too. But you got to remember, Isaiah, like they probably just wanted to be on TV for
Yeah,
exposure.
yeah.
I
Like
think New
that,
York really liked him.
I do think she liked him.
Nah, she liked him for real. You could
But
tell.
like 1 out of 40, you know what I mean? It's not really good odds.
Then you had Delicious. She's dating the dude from Five. What is it? Five
Yeah, the
Central
Jenna
Park Five.
Five.
She didn't really like him either. She didn't like him either.
Yeah.
Oh,
So we came to the
Delicious.
conclusion.
What
Yeah,
you say?
Delicious didn't like him.
Yeah, no. And neither did Hoops. None of them really liked him except for
Hoops. I
Nicole.
remember hoops. I remember hoops.
Everybody remember Hoops.
Right.
Bad, right?
I remember
She was messing with
hoops.
Shaq. So New York. So in conclusion, New York was the only one that was really like, I would let you put a ring on it, and I'll have your kids. Like you will be my husband, pretty much.
Basically, she was the only
I
one.
know
But
the
you
girl
know
that put
what?
the chicken in the microwave liked them.
Whoa!
I
First
don't
off,
know.
what we not gonna do is let her bring her up because that was horrible.
I don't know about that either. I think she did that antics for TV too.
But one thing we can say, like before we move on to the topic, one thing we can say is that personality does play a big part because I don't
Yes, it
judge people at all because that's not in the Bible. But I mean, New York really liked Flav for outside of how he looked, and she expressed that on the show. So personality is a big thing too. So for the ladies, so let's say you dated a guy that was maybe hypothetically a 6 or a 7, like not all the way to your standards physically, but he had a great personality. Would you still date him?
Mhm.
You know, another thing though, even though Flavor Flav is not the best looking to some people, you
Right.
still have to think about the Rick Rosses of them all, or you know what I'm saying? Because he still is a man of status, and he still have some type of money, so
Yeah.
he's still gonna get played just like a Rick Ross would, just like a little baby would. Those are not the best looking guys. You know, Flavor Flav still is a man of status.
Yep.
Mm.
And that
Yeah,
upgrades your looks. Like that upgrade.
Nah,
That's just you know what I mean.
yeah.
It definitely does.
Money make you handsome, even
Yeah,
when you're ugly.
yeah.
that's a fact though.
Now
But
that's
you had like some
seven.
That
Gucci.
was real. That was real, Brittany. That was real. Kyle.
Yeah,
I was basically gonna say, money. That's what
yeah.
depends.
You got to come some with the table. If you missing something, you got to come with something else with it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Nah, you ain't lying on that one.
But I feel like it's the opposite for women. Like I feel like you gotta come to the table pretty, and then your personality matters. I don't. No, maybe you can win a guy over with your. I don't. So
No.
what? I ask y'all.
Ooh,
What about y'all?
ooh, that's a good one.
It's a preference.
Dang.
It'd be a preference of guys, man. Because sometimes I see some of these basketball players, celebrities, their wives be ugly as I don't know what. So it
But
got to be their
they put it together, they
personality,
be
and
fly.
they can have any girl in the world, and, but it got to be their personality. They really don't look at them for their money like all the other tens do. So, for some, yeah,
Nah, that's a
that's what I
real
say.
if your personality is straight and it's cool, like you got like he said, it's a lot of basketball players, wives that be beat for real, but they've been with them for so long to the point they just got used to them. They was like, you know what, you gonna look like this forever, so I'm gonna just deal with you regardless. And I mean, hey, but yeah, as far as women go, I think, dang, I really think it is. Dang, that's a good question. You really got me thinking there. That's crazy.
And it's okay. Like
That's
men
really a
are
good question
supposed to
because
look. Like
You
that's
know
just how y'all
what?
wired.
I
Mhm.
think this gonna sound weird. I don't want to sound like sexist or nothing. But like, I think I don't want to sound weird. But like when we see it, well, some guys when some guys see women, we like, dang, her body is popping, and that's the first thing we think of. And then if we do, mess around, then we gonna say, all right, bet your personality is. It might be dope, but I already did what I wanted to do, so I don't really care what your personality is. Now, me, if I meet your personality first, 9 times out of 10, I'm like, oh, this is a good friend. Not because I don't want to do what I want to do, but it's like I actually can be myself around you, and then we might hit it off if we do. So it's crazy because I think it's backwards. I think it's literally for girls,
Mhm.
we gotta mess around with you first, then know your personality versus know your personality, then want to do something with you,
Yeah,
which is
I believe that
crazy.
too. Because I feel like with guys, if the girl look good, baby, it don't matter if she's sleeping on somebody's couch. It don't matter if she's homeless. It don't matter if she got a toxic family. If she looks good, it doesn't matter. And I feel like a lot of the men date. If you do see a man and he's dating a woman that's so quote unquote ugly, I feel like that could be an insecure man because a lot of men are not going to marry the dime piece because they know men are in her inbox a dime a dozen. They want a nice wife that they ain't got to keep worrying about if she at the grocery store is somebody harassing her. That's how I feel personally.
Yeah,
Why they would need somebody that look like.
it's gonna sound crazy, but them dime pieces, men like no homo, like men and women, be having the most issues, and it's because a lot of people be in their inboxes or they just got issues, with something going on with them. That's why a lot of guys, like homie was saying, be dating them chicks that be like 5, 6s, and 7s. Not because, oh, you don't look good, but we can build. It's gonna sound crazy, but we can build you up, quote unquote, to be what we want you to be. But you'll love us because we were there for you, at your lowest. And I was telling my friend, I said, I'm not disrespecting women, but a lot of women are easy to. I don't want to sound wrong, but I don't want to say I don't want to sound wrong with this word, but train, quote unquote. I'm just using that word. The reason I say that is because it's like if I get with a girl and I tell her, yo, she's positive, she's this, she's that, and give her positive feed thoughts in her brain,
Mm-hmm.
she's gonna run with it. So next guy she deal with, he got to give her the positive thoughts. If you get with a dude and he's speaking negative to you, the next guy, oh, he try to be positive. I'm not used to that, and that's a crazy thought process, but it's real. I didn't want to sound offensive, but I mean that's just the honest truth. It's like you can really train somebody's mind to be what you want them to be, especially some women, unfortunately.
See, I feel like women are more adaptable, though. I feel like we are very much so adaptable. If I had a guy that spoke positive to me, and
Right.
if I meet another guy and I feel like he's worth it, he can totally treat me like trash, even though I'm used to being treated like a queen. If he have
Mm.
enough qualities, if he have the money, he have the status, he could beat me up every night. And they have women that'll stay, even though they may have had a good daddy in the house that speak positive to them. Women just adapt. It's all about comfortability and security. If you can provide security, we'll put up with whatever.
That's wow.
That's true. That's
That
real. That's
that's
real. Peace.
now that we're talking about it,
Peace.
that's wild to think about. Dang, that's crazy.
I mean, it is what it is. Like people are women, y'all are physical, y'all are visual. Women need security. That's how it
Facts.
is.
That
Kanisha
is
said, "You right,
positive.
Isaiah. Girls be having
Bird
purpose."
brain. That's crazy. Like I ain't. I've been single for a while, so me hearing this is like, wow, this is crazy to even think about. I'm about to stay in the house. I don't even want to date at this point. There's too much going on out here. There's too much going on. I'm staying out at this point. Back though, dog. That's crazy, yo.
Don't give up on love. This is just
I
don't
know.
give up on dating. What you mean you hear? What you feel the same way, Chris?
No, that's what she's saying. Like it's like how guys look at ass and titties, women look at security and money, bro. It is what it is. I tell the girl, bro, and it is what it is. Like especially for a guy, like you gonna pay for pussy directly or indirectly. You decide.
Yeah, if you're not paying for it, you're gonna find somebody that do. Because women, we have to have security. That's just how we're.
You,
I ain't never met a
you,
woman
you,
that you
you,
want to
you
go.
decide how you want to do that. Like, you can
Like
do that
Chris Brown
directly
say.
or indirectly.
Chris Brown say I
That's
can
just
take it from you if I wanted to. Those are facts.
it's just like like I said, I'm listening to everything y'all saying. So everything y'all saying, I'm taking in. But it's like we like you're paying for it. Like you don't want to admit it, but you're paying for it. I don't use the word paying for it, but it's like
Paying for it.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I agree with you, Chris. It's like you don't want to say it, but it's like you take her on a date. The end goal is to do what? You buy her this. The end goal is to you do this. I'm like, dang, even in your relationship. So so if you married or in a committed relationship, are you still paying for it?
Yeah, you're paying even more, double.
I wouldn't say you technically paying for it. When I say security, I mean a woman wants to know that she's going to be taken
Oh
care
yeah,
of.
safe and all
You
that for
know,
sure.
she don't want to know that she's going to be on side the road in the dark. She want to just go out, take care of his business, pay the good old bills. He ain't got to pay all of them, but I want to
Yeah.
know I got me a man.
Facto.
And then if an emergency happens and she needs whatever X amount for this, and that, and she call you, she needs it.
Yep. That's like
She
you
need,
being a superhero. You know what I mean?
she need the notifications, cash, money received notifications. Like, this just is what it is. What it is. When it's in a relationship, I will say it should be a little more balanced. 30-70 shouldn't be all guy. When a relationship should be, it'd be great to be 50-50. I say it in a relationship 50-50, bro. And it's a good idea. It's a good idea, but in no relationship,
I don't know
it's
about
not.
that player.
It's a dream, man.
That's all that's the story right there.
It's
I
a
don't know about
dream.
that
That
one, player.
50-50, bro. I'm telling you, man.
Okay, y'all go ahead. Brittany, Isaiah, what?
You good money, but I don't know if I can agree with you on that one,
Tell us,
player.
tell us how you feel.
I
Tell
mean,
us how you really
I
That's
know
a
feel.
women.
roommate.
I know women
He's a
personally
roommate.
that are
Mm.
50.
Really?
Like I said, me, I know women personally that are 50, but they'll 50 because they want to. You know what I'm saying? They want to be like, I want to help my man succeed. So they're going 50. That's what I know. Now, if you was just like, hey, yo, babe, I need you to pay this bill. Like, bro, this is your house. I moved in with you. Well, I got to pay for it.
Yeah, that's not 50. Yeah.
Yeah,
It should
that's
be
kind
the
of drunk.
women like a lot of women getting money out here. A lot of women got more money than men out here, so
That's a
it
fact.
do be like that. That's why I'm not saying 50-50 like the guys doing more. It's sometimes not like I was saying earlier. It'd be the 70 women, 30 guys sometimes. Like for real.
That's
Like
a,
it go I'm not saying like 50-50 like all men. It's both. It's both ways. It's just 50-50. That's rare. Right? That's rare. That's it.
so
Even in marriage, 30 years, 20 years, like that 50 is rare.
damn. So here's a question for you, Chris. So if you moved in with a girl, right, and she said to you, all right, yo, pay I need this bill paid, I need this bill paid, I need this bill paid. How would you feel? Like I'm just asking in general, like, how would you feel? Because like if a girl moved in with me and it's already in my house is my house, I gotta pay my bills anyway. But if you move in with her,
She
expect you.
moved into my spot. Or I moved into her spot.
No, I'm saying if you moved into her spot and she
I'm
was
not
like,
moving.
yo,
I'm not moving into her spot.
all right, yeah, all right, Ben, you answered the question then. Bet. You did, because I was gonna say if you moved into her spot, just if you did, and she was like, all right, Chris, I need you to pay for XYZ, yada yada. You the man of the house, pay now. Like, what? No, I'm
Yeah,
not doing that.
I'm not moving her spot to put me in that position. She moved into my spot. She can. She wants to. I'm not expecting it. I'm not
Right.
expecting it. Because at the end of the day, how were the bills getting paid before she moved in?
Well, that's nice.
Yeah, that's real.
I don't expect it to be nice. I would want it to. Not saying I expect. I don't put expectations. I don't like putting expectations on dollar amount with people with money. Anyone like don't do that. You set yourself up. So I don't put. If I wanted to, yeah. If she offered, if she's not paying, like there are other ways to contribute to a household other than money. So let's put it like that.
Yeah,
I feel like that's a bomb.
It's other ways to contribute.
If I move in with a man and I'm not helping pay nothing, I feel like a bum. I don't feel like I'm
you
just
like 1 in a million for that one.
Yeah, so when he say is more ways to contribute to the household, that's like cooking, cleaning, laundry. You know what I mean? So,
no.
Wow, that was real. I like you, Brent. I like you. I'm with you.
Yeah. Because I wouldn't want to be the only one cooking and cleaning. Like I wouldn't move into. I'm not staying with nobody. The only person I would stay with was my ex-husband. So for me, I can only talk about marriage. And the only thing that I come to the conclusion as far as not doing 50-50 in a marriage, y'all have one account. All the money go to that one account, and all the bills come out that one account. Then it wouldn't have to be the argument over who pay what 50-50. That's my philosophy.
Okay.
With that.
So I'm gonna read some of these comments. Brittany was saying, "Is he paying for it or investing in someone?"
Ooh, I
So,
like that one, Brittany.
so that's that. Maybe you're not necessarily paying for it. You know, you
Is
just
he
like
paying for or investing in?
Making an investment.
I don't. That's good, but it's only an investment until she leaves. Then it's someone else's. Then it's someone else's. Come up like it's only an investment until you know.
Well, it's an investment if that's like becomes your wife. You're kind of like investing in your future.
Yeah, yeah.
But can you see a few? Can you see a
Yeah.
few? Yeah. Dang, that's just interesting. Mental health must put public for a man.
yeah.
Okay, that's real.
Okay. Which is mental
Mental.
and emotional support is what I need from a man. I can take care of myself financially. I was doing it before I met you. I don't know about that. I don't
What's
know.
next? I
I
need
just was watching the clip on this, and it just
what?
yeah, I might have to go to YouTube on this. Let me leave this comment up just so we can talk. All
Yeah.
right, let me see what Kanisha
Now,
said.
I agree with her as far as a boyfriend. That's good for a
Okay,
boyfriend.
right,
For a boyfriend.
right. Boyfriend, girlfriend, right? I agree. Interdependent. Yeah, we should be holding our own if we just like dating or whatever. I get that.
Period.
Feel like you had to cook clean all day.
Yeah.
I'm not doing it.
So I'm gonna let me show y'all this YouTube video real quick. It's totally off topic, but Kanisha's comment made me think like I don't know about that. And I'm gonna see if y'all could pick up if y'all pick up my history. If y'all notice a theme. Because I was quite disturbed, you know, just a little disturbed. Um and I just want to get your opinion. Okay, here it is. All right, let me share my screen.
I can't wait for this, honey.
Just let me know what you think. All right, share. All right, skip.
How important is money to you in a relationship? It's important. It's not that big of a deal. So you'll be with a broke person. No money.
You have to try.
And you give him an allowance in the meantime?
I'm not gonna lie, I do a whole bunch of stupid shit when I'm in love.
Not important at all. I feel like them being in a relationship with me, I could get them to where they need to be. So that money's not a problem.
Yo, write it out. I know I'm not one for sure. I will never write it down, but we have kids like how important is it to you in a relationship?
It's everything. If you don't have any money, then it's just what's the point?
Ooh.
I mean, it's not the number one thing, but I'm not gonna lie, like it's kind of important, but you don't have to have a lot of money, but at least have a plan to work toward getting money. Like, don't just be a bum ass dude sitting at home doing nothing.
You're not giving nobody no allowances.
Hell no. Get your ass a job.
Invest.
All right.
My name is Mike. I'm from Nether Gold.
So what y'all think of that video?
Well, first off, look who she was asking. You know what I'm saying? Like,
what you mean by that?
That sounds so crazy. I mean that in the most wrong, not wrongest way. Like, I feel like I don't know. I feel like they just into social media. Like, I don't think they really understand the question. Like, I feel like they just social media. Like, youngins, they just think money is everything. Money ain't everything.
No, but did you not hear the black girl say it wasn't
important?
Oh
no, she was right. She was right. The other ones, they was kind of like, "Hey, sis, what's going on in your brain here?"
Go ahead.
Nah, you right. I'm just saying.
No. Remember that
Chris,
you
my
said
fault.
that. Go
Yeah,
ahead, Chris.
I was just so you what you say? What you saying? I say you said. So what you say to the girls that were saying like it's not important? What you say to them? I say they capping. That's annoying, bro. Like
I ain't gonna.
it
Honestly,
be
I'll go with what she said.
nobody likes money. Nobody likes money. They like the
Oh,
comfort. They like the security. They like the stability money brings. Money gives you options.
oh yeah. Okay.
Money ain't important, but it's like right behind breathing. Like
That's a fact.
so everyone said it wasn't important. It was cap.
You think they was cap? I actually believe them
They
when they
don't pay.
said
They don't pay. They don't. They don't pay their bills. All their money don't come from them. Everyone who said that they not like fully financially independent. I don't care what nobody say.
Chris, I believe them because did you notice it was the black girls that said it wasn't important, and that's my problem. Like I don't like how like black women got to be the ride or die and take them as they. But you heard the white girl say straight up, it's important. You heard the other
Oh
race
yeah.
lady say it's important, but only the black girl said it wasn't. I'm
I
not
think
feeling
I
that.
said she.
Okay.
I said she was capping.
No, they were serious because I feel
Yeah,
like
I don't.
black women are trained to kind of settle. Or you build with that man, girl, and it's okay if you don't got. No, that's not okay. You
Yeah,
can't
them
even
white
talk
girls
to a
got
white
it.
girl without money. Do you ever see like a white girl with a broke black guy? No, they be with like the Russell Wilsons of the world,
That's
the
a
top
fact.
notch dudes.
That's a fact.
So that just bothered me. Like my
Mhm.
sisters, like look, no, money is important. It's not everything, but it's important because you are a man. You know what I mean? I'm the one that's going to be out of work for 9 months when I have kids or something. Like when I'm pregnant,
That's
you
real.
got to still be working. Like I can't
Mhm.
eat air. I can't eat the love.
That's a
That's
fact.
not cool. Like I just didn't. It just really disturbed me. Really disturbed
I didn't
me.
notice that.
You did. That's what
I
I
didn't
think.
notice that it was only the black woman that said it wasn't important. That's a nice little that's a point.
And it's always. I don't think they was capping, Chris. They were serious.
Really?
Because I feel like black women are the ones that will hold somebody down in jail. Look at Wendy, for example. And
That's
then for
true.
him to come out and say he wouldn't do the same for her. Like,
That's a whole different ball game over there.
but
Yeah,
black women are used to like just I'm gonna hold it all down.
that's
Hold
true.
it
Yeah.
down. Hold everything
That's
down.
true.
What was me and DC doing like to support the family while he was in jail, but giving love and support? Yeah.
Right.
That's not no. We gotta stop that. I don't know where we got that from because I feel like the ladies in the 50s, the black women in the 50s and 60s and stuff, they had their standards. The
Shoot,
men
I
was
would.
taking care of the households and stuff. So I don't know where this change and shift came from.
The internet.
The men is the change in the shift. I feel like, no offense to my black brothers, no offense to y'all. You just don't every day meet black men that's on their stuff. You know what I'm saying? Morals, financially, and black women, we don't want to give up on our black men, but that's just mostly what I see. They don't have in. They don't have it.
Mm-hmm.
They don't.
No, wait, yeah, I can't argue with that. Most
They do not.
homies ain't got it. And like I said, even if a woman don't got it, we still don't care. As long as we got a place to do what we do with her and whatever else, we all right. Which is crazy to say, but that's
But the
dang.
thing is, the woman shouldn't have to have it. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
for sure.
Before you have to remember, God created the man first, and he was working before he got Eve. So
That,
you know what I
that
mean?
was
That's when he was working, naming the animals. That's when God was like, "It's not good for man to be alone. Let me get a help me." You know what I mean? But he was
Yeah.
holding it down without her. So I'm just here to help, make it look pretty. Do my little thing. Yes, contribute. I'm not going to be no bum or anything like that either. But you shouldn't be. That question, that infamous, what does she bring to the table?
and then
If
she would have
if
bite the
you would
apple.
ever say that to me, that's not a dude I'm dating. You know what I mean? Like I'm not even going to like talk to you
Mhm.
because you don't understand like
Truth be-
what a woman brings. So
and you
I don't even
and
want to
to be
try to.
told,
Now that's gay. Now that's gay.
Oh, okay, if a guy asks, what do the woman bring to the table?
like,
I
can you
think that's
answer
gay.
that
I
actual
would consider
question?
that to be a
Okay.
exactly.
Yeah, like, is that a question you can actually answer?
Not really, because it's case by case. Everybody wants something different. I may not want to, you know what I'm saying? Everybody wants something different. Everybody don't want nobody to bring the same thing to the table.
Not fact. Like what you, and truth be told, all that, I think that whole phrase came from that dude Kevin Samuels. That's why everybody keeps saying it.
What?
Because he asked the girl that, and then
what he asked her? What he asked her?
I think he did an interview with some girl, and she was listing off like the type of guy she wanted, and he asked her, "What do you bring to the table?" And ever since then, everybody just been going with that phrase. But we ain't gonna get into Kevin Samuels.
Yeah, but they've been Kevin saying you funny. Yeah. But they've been saying what do you bring to the table.
I kind of heard that before him.
Yeah, I guess social media made it, everywhere.
Yeah. What was the girl's response? I didn't see that one. That must have been.
I see part of it. So basically, she was just like, "I'm pretty. I'm pretty. I'm loyal. The basics." And Kev was like, "So basically nothing." I was like, "That's not real." Because I'm not saying like if you ask a man or a woman, the average person is gonna say, "I'm loyal. I got money. I got this," and someone of Kevin's stature or mine or y'all's is gonna be like, "So basically nothing." Like, you know what I'm saying? My dog is loyal. I got a job. I got XYZ. So what else are you bringing that I'm not used to?
It's never really a good answer.
Yeah.
It's really never a good answer.
That's, man.
You said there's no good way to answer that.
Like for y'all, if y'all ask a woman, what do y'all bring to the table? Would it be a good answer to be like, okay, all right. Like, what's some good answers? I want to know.
You know what? Me personally, you would have to show me. Not saying like you can't answer it, but legitimately you would have to, because you could say anything, or I could say anything, but I don't really know until I'm in that situation.
Yeah, stuff they can bring. In general, smart, financial, good with words, girl. Like Sin knows how to write real well, do resumes.
I feel like you dated a girl every day.
That's something small. That's something small.
That's a fact, though. A lot of chicks can't do that.
Like guys, like, girl, hey man, write this for me. To write this letter for me, especially for a black man. I feel a woman could help being that guy, helping to be calm, and I don't want to say assistant, but helping them be calm, like be more professional. Like, because let's say a black guy, he can be from the hood, whatever, rough around the edges. You need a smart girl to help smooth that out, so he's able to be in better positions.
Mm-hmm. I like that. That was a good answer.
That's something simple. There's more. But there's not. Yeah, that was funny. That was funny. Because they be dead serious. Right? They be like dead serious. Like,
but I feel like what she said was a real answer. That is mostly all that a girl needs to bring to the table. Beautiful, yeah. And y'all will date her. So you're saying you want X, Y, and Z, but if she bad, if it's Lori Harvey and she don't do all that stuff, you gonna date her. So like,
I ain't got to bring that.
I'm like, you capping right now.
you gonna do what you do, but I'm not dating. She just, you date her, you dating many. She one of dozens, so it's like it wouldn't be nothing exclusive.
Well, he's in Atlanta, so he's in Atlanta. That's why he said that.
I mean, a girl could the chick can bring it to the table. Like,
they bad in Atlanta.
You can bring it, but are you going?
Let's be another one. But hey, do it. You could T.I. do a T.I. Tiny. What's her name? Help be the girl. Help himself, pussy.
He must go to jail.
That's one too, man. It's always ways, man. Women can help guys be more creative. That's something, bringing something to the table. For real, being creative. It's a lot of knowledge. That book smart. It's a lot of knowledge. It's connections. It could be connections and resources.
I feel like it shouldn't be about actual things. It's more so if your purposes align. Like if the woman is walking in this direction, the man's walking in this direction, and their paths are like complementary, like their life's work, then it's gonna mesh. Because like what you may be strong in, I may be weak in, and then it, vice versa, and now we have a table. You know what I mean? So I really feel like it should be aligned based off of your purpose, like your life's calling. Like for me, I guess I probably wouldn't really mesh well with I never thought, but what am I trying to say? Who couldn't I? The type of guys I wouldn't really work with. I don't know. I like dreamers. So, ambitious people. So somebody that's okay with the 9 to 5 may not like me. We may not be compatible. Like, even though like they may bring really good things to the table. But I'm kind of the person that's like, yeah, go after your dreams. You can do this, you can do that. You know what I mean? And some people may not like that. Like, it may be a guy that's like very straight laced, wants to go to work, very routine. That person probably won't be compatible with me. Oh, kind of like with B Simone. Like when everybody was upset with her for saying she didn't want a guy that was a 9 to 5. I got it. Like she's a like influencer, so maybe that really don't fit her path. What is wrong with that? So that's what I feel like. It shouldn't be actually like things like a checkoff list. It should just be like your purposes should like complement each other, So that's how I think about it.
That's a good one.
That's real. I like that one. That was good.
Thanks, guys. So, all right, let me try to wrap this up. I have 2 more questions, and they're basically for you guys. So, would you date a woman who had plastic surgery?
Nah. That was an easy question.
Okay.
Nope.
Why not?
Well, for one, it's not going to feel how it's supposed to. Number 2, the average woman that I know ain't got plastic surgery. But I've been around in enough events to know that's not real. I can't mess with that. So, I couldn't do it. But then, you know what? Okay, here's a question. Plastic surgery, do you mean the body? Because I know a girl that got her lips done. So when you say plastic surgery, you mean like her body or her lips or her face, I guess.
I mean, like this plastic surgery at all. Like she sees something she don't like about herself, and she go to.
What she do? A Kylie Jenner plastic surgery? Plastic surgery? Are we doing just a DBL? What we doing?
Just like a woman that just had plastic surgery, like Kylie, like Kim. Like, would you date any of the Nicki Minaj? Like, would you not date any of those women?
I couldn't do it. Like
Nicki Minaj, Kylie Jenner, Kim Kardashian. No.
Only reason I couldn't do it now is because I know what type of people they are from what I know what type of people from what they're portraying to be. I'm like, I couldn't do it.
What if they were regular women and they look like that and they got plastic surgery?
Dang, that is a good question. Sheesh. Wow. You know what? I retract my statement. I can't do that because you'd be surprised. I would be surprised how many women got. Like I said, Chris live in Atlanta, so I'm sure you see that everywhere.
You see that everywhere, but this I say for you, Isaiah. Like look at Lala. I think she recently just did some stuff, and so you let's say you was yes before she recently did that. Like not even a year ago. Now after you saying no to her, Lala, nah.
Yeah, you're right.
Nah, that's why it's like you can't. Nah, bro.
Yeah, that's Lala.
You like right? Yeah.
If you know
that the girl that don't got it, goddamn, a few months may have it, and so would you change your mind now? It's like nah.
Yeah. Like I said, I do know a girl that got surgery, but I don't think it's plastic surgery. Like I think she took like fat from her body and did something with it. So I don't know if that counts, but.
But you're right though, but that's especially like titties, like that shit. You feel the silicone, but it's all silicone, bro. Shit, like they have no can't feel their nipple. Not to say they can't feel their nipple. You can they can't feel it. They can't. It's not real.
But like Sinclair that said earlier, most guys will just knock down anything. And if you feel like a blow up doll, we'll get a crack at. Like,
You're right.
She ain't lying about that one.
You're right.
I have to say, me personally, no, but the average, yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
That's crazy, yo. We really would knock down any. I'm sorry. I'm just now that y'all putting it.
So that's a no. That's a no or a yes.
It's a yes. I changed it to yes. It's a yes. It's a yes.
I feel like Isaiah said no and Chris said yes.
Yeah, Isaiah.
Yeah, I ain't messing with that.
No.
I ain't messing with that. You go have fun, my mans. Can't do it. Can't do it, big dog.
Okay. So, last question, unless anybody else want to throw something up here, but guys, how do you know when you are in love?
What's love got to do?
When I'm stressed out, don't ask questions. Just know. I know. When I'm stressed out and I'm tripping and I'm going through life issues, I'm trying to keep my body together. That's when I know I'm in love. You know what I'm saying? When I'm making hospital visits I don't need to make. That's when I know I'm in love.
Ooh.
I like that. Trying to keep
That's
his
real.
body together.
When you make a hospital visit you don't need to make. That's when you know you're in love.
That's a hard one to say, bro. Because some people can be doing the most, bro. You know, it's like love. Then it's really like just really like the person. Got love for the person, not in love. You know.
Okay.
Well, I want to know, like, what, like he said, he take care of himself. He's doing things he not normally do. Like, I want to know, like, what does it look like when a man is really like in love? Like, what changes? What's different when you say, okay, I really love this person?
If you're talking about like if you like for me, you could tell because a lot of people that know me know I act a certain way, and then when you see me start changing and start doing things that you were like he would never do that before. Oh, something's going on. Like it's kind of like if you know somebody, and then all of a sudden you see them. You know how your parents was like, oh, yo, you washing dishes now? Oh, who's the guy? Now I mean, like that's the same exact thing. Like
so you're saying you
tell.
become a better person. You become a better person.
You would be able to tell, yeah.
Okay.
Sure. But make sure that love don't stress you out though, because boy, that's a dangerous thing.
But is it love if it stresses you out?
Good question. I don't think it would be love.
No, it's not. It's definitely not love.
It's a thin line between
Bible
love
says
and hate.
love is kind and love does not boast.
That part.
God's love. So you right. You right. You stressing me out, you're the devil.
Right now.
Or
Not love.
I don't know.
Okay, so I guess Chris never been in love then.
Dang, bro, that's deep.
I may have to for Chris. Chris, how do you know if you really like a girl?
Really, kind of line of lines as they say. You doing the most. Not even doing the most. How you know you really? I can only speak for me, bro. When a person can be around me all the time and I don't feel bothered.
Okay.
Like 5 days in a row, like basically like you live with the person basically, but y'all don't live together, like, and it's like be all around that person all that time. Yeah, so, you know, that's for me. That's when I can say that. About liking person, I still don't say about the love though. That's a really liking the person, but yeah.
I like that. They both gave good answers, but that also proves the point, like what Isaiah said. These women always saying how men don't want to change for them, and the conclusion is because they're not in love with you.
You know, you're not worth the change.
Yeah.
You're not going nowhere. You're not going nowhere. Like, yeah, I didn't have to change to hit, so why I got to change? Why I got to change now? I already got it. What change for what?
Some dudes, that's how some dudes think. Not saying you personally, but yeah, it's right.
That is how he thinks.
I was trying to get the benefit of the doubt.
He's
bro.
telling you.
I mean,
oh Lord, no, that's
it just kind of thought.
Ladies, how do y'all know y'all in love?
My answer's pretty much both of y'all combined. I want to eat right. I'm trying to lose weight. I'm trying to get my body together. That's for sure what I know when I'm on my workouts. I'm just trying to become a better person. I want to be around you all the time. I'm thinking about futures. I'm trying to get myself together, go back to school, whatever I have to do so you can look at me like you don't need nothing else.
Right. Yes. You want to become a better woman. Love like lifts you up. They said if you fall in love, that's some witchcraft stuff. Like you're supposed to like grow up, like glow up in love. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Incredible. How do you know you in love?
Basically, what she said, and I don't know if I really, really love somebody. I probably like really, really like them, but probably not love because what they say, love never fails. So I
That's
probably
true.
still be with them if it was real love. So
Well, probably on your part, not on theirs.
that's true. Yeah. I think it was more infatuation or like, I just really, really like it wasn't really love though. Because love is God. So for me, it's more so like I want to love you like, with the love of God. Like, you know what I mean? I want God's best for you. I probably never really felt that way. I just kind of like probably liked them for ego reasons or whatever, but not nothing like really real. When I'm praying for you, I probably really love you or something, but I've never done that.
That's real.
When I want God, like, yeah, God bless him, no, I just be trying to have fun,
Get him a job, yes, God, please.
A job. I ain't praying for that. He better already have a job.
I'm cracking up.
I don't even gotta ask the Lord about that one. God didn't send him. No, I'm playing.
I'm cracking up.
Oh Lord.
But, okay, that was it, guys. I went through all my questions. Unless somebody else had something to add or wanted to piggyback on. Are we good? Let me go back and make sure I looked at these comments. So Kanisha said, "No, baby, I'm not taking care of a man. Didn't say that. LOL. I have my money and he has to have his." Okay, yep, that is true. And I think I got everything else up here. Nice. Oh, and then I wanted to show this comment too because she was talking about like height. She was saying when I wore heels the first time we went out, I tower over him. Sure is okay with me. I never had that experience, so I'm glad to know, like, I'm glad to know, like, it's not like a problem or whatever. So,
no, that's too short for me. I don't mind dating a short man my height, but I cannot be looking over you in heels.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Your height is fine.
You know what's perfect for me? About 5'8". Because when I have my heels on, that means we the same height. If you 5'8", I got my 5'8". That's probably the lowest I'll go.
Makes sense. Cool.
All right.
What about like maybe like an inch taller than like an inch or 2 inches? Like if you look like if they're standing next to each other, you can't tell that you're taller than him. That's cool too.
I just don't want to put my heels on and I'm looking at the top of his head. That's all I'm saying.
Y'all got these numbers, right? To the T, 5'8",
you got to think women like them 6-inch heels, and them joints be tall. But then again, them equivalent to Tim's for short guys like myself. So, I mean, I think we could work out. I just throw Tim's all the time. We be all right. Straight. We good. Throwing some boots. We good money, baby. Tell you.
But a lot of girls be short too. Like my mom be talking, like my mom be like, I don't know where you got your height from. They be like, yeah, tall lady, because I'm like the tallest one here. Like everybody's like 5'3", yeah, and I'm like 5'5". So I feel like a lot of women are like 5'3". So
that's average.
Short. Yeah,
5'5" is average.
But I feel like 5'3" is. I feel like a bunch of ladies be 5'3". Really? Yeah, I feel like I'm somewhat a little tall, not tall, but a little tall. Or maybe I am average height. But
you average. I'm 5'5" too. We're average, girl. We're average.
You just taller than
like my mom.
Yeah, you just tall because you're used to it.
So
she's really short.
She said his forehead was real accessible.
I'm cracking up.
Oh my gosh, guys. So we good now? Everybody's good. We said our last final thoughts.
It's great.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope you guys enjoyed. And ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys all joined as what's your opinion on Coda? I don't know what this means, y'all. We got one last question. What is cold approaching?
Cold approaching, like walking. We was talking earlier, saying.
Oh, really?
About,
That's what that means?
I think that's what he mean. Cold approach, like just walking up on a girl in Target.
Okay.
Warm approach, cold approach. Warm approach, like, hey, this is my friend. Cold approach, is, hey, what's your name?
All right, that's a good question. Y'all got time to talk about this real quick?
I ain't doing nothing.
I'm not. What is that again? I'm not understanding.
Chris explained it to me. It's like if you out in the street randomly and a guy approach you versus me introducing you to a guy. That's a warm approach, but a cold approach is like y'all don't know each other at all. And what would be a hot approach? Like, I don't know. What's hot?
Like y'all are already cool, and you just like y'all could just be talking at a bar or something, and here just be, oh hey, just on some general conversation.
Okay, that's good. Yeah. So me and Chris were talking about this earlier. I told him that cold approaching is dangerous. I don't think guys should do it. Y'all better not talk to no girl when she around her friends. Don't do that. Like that's the worst because they'll try to play you to her because they just meant that you didn't talk to them. So I feel like don't talk to a girl when she around her friends. Like just don't do it.
Say the wrong thing, they gonna look at you crazy. Like, girl, you see him getting in there.
Yeah, but they probably really wanted the attention themselves. Like I actually experienced that. So if you're a guy, do not talk to a girl when she's with her friends. And then you may have liked the guy, but because your friend said something and it just got in your head, it's like, okay, maybe I shouldn't. But she probably was just trying to throw you off. So that's why I'm like, don't do it.
That's messed up.
So when I was talking to Chris, I said the best way I think guys should meet people or meet other women is like at work. Like, that's kind of neutral, kind of like
be the work husband.
Not well, okay. Maybe I should say this. Chris got a job where he deal with the public, you know what I mean? Not so, you know what I mean? It's not like the actual person, not his coworker, but like a girl that may come into the store that you work in. Like, yeah, I think that's a cool way to meet somebody.
The perfect thing for me, I guess, is the cold approaching. I like the cold approaching thing.
Okay.
So that's my preferred way. I've been with friends and guys approach me. They don't care.
So let's say you by yourself and you just like, hey, shorty, like that's
They really approach me more with friends though. That's what's crazy. They approach me more with friends. And if I have my kids, I've only had one guy approach me with my kids. I don't really go out in public by myself though. I don't go out in public by myself.
We're gonna approach you with your friend, with the friends, is because you talking about if the guy come up with his friends.
No, it can be. I mean, he cannot be there. Like even like the most recent one, I was eating lunch with a associate of mine, and the guy was at the table with his friends. And when they was walking off, leaving, he walked over to the table and introduced himself, like stuff like that.
Oh, I guess it's because it's like the friends is, it is like, yo, bro, you can go do that. They'll get that confidence boost. Like, I'm gonna go talk to her because my dog said it's cool. Nah, man, and then if it get played, it get played. Then
he definitely got played that day.
I mean, 2 hours later, his homie talking to you.
That's tough. He's a brave man to like.
Well, yeah, I appreciated that though, and that's what's crazy. Even though I did not give him my number in line and said I had a relationship, I told myself, I said, this brother is brave. I really appreciated that though. That was nice.
Yeah.
Would y'all shoot y'all shot? Would y'all walk down on a guy and say, hey, you look good, yada yada yada?
No. Like
why? I would love to know why.
I'm not
the man who finds a wife finds a good thing. So that means he's the one that's looking. I'm doing my thing.
That's real.
Like what's next? Like what?
Right.
I bag him. What's next? I gotta propose to him, and you know how I feel about that. Y'all already know how I feel about that. You know,
going off about that
one thing. When do it stop?
Like
cutting the grass,
giving him pedicures. Like what?
You're right.
He the house husband. No.
When does it end?
Like, would y'all even
I'm
respect
his
a woman
man.
or like a woman that does that? That actually, have y'all had a woman come to y'all and shoot a shot at y'all?
Yeah, I had. It was weird. I did. It was to me personally, it was weird because she was like, "Hey, yo, you like a girl." Like she said, "Oh, yo, you're cute. Thank you, I appreciate it." And like, what's your number? What? Why am you asking me this? I'm supposed to ask you this, and then you tell me no, and I walk away embarrassed. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how it's supposed to work. Why you ask? I mean, now you making it easy. Like, and yeah, I had it happen. It's weird.
You gave her your number?
Nah, I gave her my Instagram. True, this gonna sound crazy. I don't give girls my number when I first meet them, or like if she asks me, I don't give my number out. Only because I don't text like that anyway. But it's like, why am I giving you this? Just talk to me on Instagram, and then I'll give you my number if you can keep a conversation.
What's wrong with that, Brittany?
Does that sound weird?
That's weird as shit.
Bro, I'm listening, bro.
If somebody walk up to me, like we need to be on the phone talking. Like
I like the Instagram thing. It's like one barrier before we get, because your phone is direct access. Like, you know what I
That's
mean?
a fact,
So
though.
I feel like I like the Instagram barrier first.
Bro, Sin, Isaiah.
Talk to me, bro.
Before 09, what would you have done? There was no Instagram. What would you have done?
Email.
What would you have done?
Okay, but we're not in 09.
We was on AOL, dog.
So
AOL,
love shouldn't change though. Love shouldn't change. Like getting to know people really should. If I meet you on Instagram and you pull up in my DM, then I get that part where we need to talk first in the DM. But if we're
you already in
other,
person, that's like it's like going farther back. You already met in person. You going back. I just talked about this. Like you meet her in person, bro. You get the Instagram. You going back. You supposed to get the number, bro. That's going back.
So if all right, Britt. So if say I just never met you before, and I got your number off the rip. How do I know you might be somebody that don't text back? You might be like sitting here like just keeping me on read or whatever. I'm like, man, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get her IG and heart one of her pictures because you're gonna have to respond somehow. You're gonna have to like one of these pictures, and eventually we're gonna become cool.
As a man, you have to put yourself out there as a man. I mean, you just can't be coming up, and guys have done that to me. They have literally walked up to me. And I think if I put them down, they'll ask on my Instagram. That is weird. That's very weird. And you have to put yourself out there to find out.
Yeah.
You know, if a person that's dumb. If a woman give you her number and then starts ignoring you, that's crazy.
Yo, you be surprised.
No, they do that. They'll do that. Sometimes you can tell. Sometimes you can tell them to take your number. You can tell them to take your number, Isaiah. So. All she gotta do is say, "Hey, you already know you wasting you saving yourself red, left on red that way." But.
First off, I don't want y'all think I don't get chicks because I definitely get chicks for sure. But
I'm just saying, girls leave me on red. All girls leave me on red. Girl, give me like why you give me your number? You gonna leave me on the red and not text, right? I get it. Why you give me your number again? Well, you wasting my text messages and it's unlimited. Like you wasting my time. Like nah.
That's a fact though.
It's something y'all said. If a girl's ignoring y'all after she gave y'all the number, it's something y'all said. Then that's just what it is. Unfortunately.
Or it could have just been an ego boost for the girl. Like
yeah.
A woman don't want you having her number. Just like you just said it yourself. I've never met a woman that really want a man with her number. Women would get a sister number out before they give a man their number. When a woman gives her number out to a man, she likes that man initial attraction. So if she's ignoring that man says something she don't like. I don't know women that just get a number out to just anybody. Sorry, guys.
I feel like they do. I do. I feel
they do, Brittany, because especially
I don't know nobody that did
that. The girls get their number out when they go Atlanta bars here in Buckhead, all the bars. The girls giving their numbers out left and right when they drunk, whatever. Next day, like, I get one of them, like, you know what I'm saying? So the girls get their numbers out, bro.
How many guys? Okay, for either one of y'all, either one of the women. How many guys' numbers y'all got in y'all phone that y'all had a while back that y'all never texted back? All them guys' numbers you got in your phone, y'all texted them back?
None. I don't leave men on read like that.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing.
So you don't even hit their line.
No. Like if we exchange numbers, then I'm gonna talk to you.
Well, y'all are rare then, because Out
I
here
mean,
is
I'll
slim
ignore
pickings.
you if you said something. I mean, I'm trying to think. The only time I've really like left a man on red like that is if like a scenario a few months ago gets my number and just texts me. And then when I start ignoring him, he asks, "Well, is this something wrong?" And I'm like, "Well, if I wanted to just text, I'd have gave you my email address and not my number." That's the only time I probably ignore somebody.
Mm.
Text that. No.
Somebody said exactly, Britt. I gave out text app numbers. That's deep. That's deep because you can't trace them Jones for nothing. You don't know what's what.
Yeah,
That's
people
deep.
do that too.
That is deep.
But I got the rule. If I see green, I don't want to text her anyway. To be honest.
What?
That's petty, dog. That's petty, dog. He's a petty
That
individual.
is so funny.
That's
Yeah, I
very
see
much.
green.
She might be a dope chick. She just might not have
It's
an
a
iPhone at
dub.
this
That's
moment.
a dub.
Upgrade her. Make an
Or a
investment.
replacement.
It's a dub. If I see green on I text.
Oh, wild dude. She might have a replacement
Her
phone.
iMessages might be off.
Yeah.
They
Her
might
iMessages, you can cut that off,
Discriminatory. But that's kind of true. Like Green reminds me of my mom. Like she's the only one that's got an Android. So
Hey, daughter,
I
how
can
you
see
doing?
that.
Like, yeah.
It could get in my mind to make me think like mom or some older person Android.
That's a good question. So is it that? So that's a good question. I know we got a roll, but is that serious when it comes to dealing with somebody or like, oh, you don't have an iPhone, I can't deal. Is it that serious?
It's not that
Yeah.
serious. It's not
Yeah.
that. It's not that serious. But it's just like.
Because everybody thinks you text an iPhone.
I prefer you to have an Android because if you have an Android, that means you're not about to be FaceTiming me all the time. I love to see
Wow,
Chris.
you are. See,
And
wow,
if I
you are
see
not
blue,
correct.
I'll be like, dang, he got an iPhone. Because that's when I say men with iPhones will FaceTime you to death.
Yeah.
That's the new text message. Just FaceTime you. You be staring at it.
Nobody want to FaceTime all the time though. Nobody
No,
want to
you
do
gotta
that
make
all
an
the time.
appointment to FaceTime. Like
You
you
might as well
Making a
video.
You gotta get
I'll go with an audio recorder for that. You can audio
yeah, I
text.
like the
Straight.
audio message. I'm like,
Get that out the way. You good. You want to FaceTime me and look at me and whatnot. You know what I'm saying?
okay, here we go. Here we go. Kanisha said, if you start acting weird, I'll definitely block your number. I gave you my number because I thought you were a potential. Okay, I got
See
it. I got it.
what I've been trying to say.
Uh-huh. And I like the iPhone for this too. Like, to use a little thumbs up, thumbs down excitement thing. You can't do that with Androids. So
Is that a text message response?
I
If you
thought
were to
they
text
can do
somebody
some
right now,
text message response. Can't y'all do text message response with Android?
no,
I don't think so.
I don't think they can.
Mm-mm.
That's crazy.
Oh, we can do it for them. I don't even bother.
I asked my friend and I was like, if somebody says, hey, then they thumbs up, you didn't respond. Yes, I did. I gave you a thumbs up. No, that's not a response.
No, that's not a response like
That's
that.
not a response. That's not a response.
If you say I'll do that in 5 minutes, then that's a thumbs up response. Something
Facts.
like
Unless it's basically the end of the conversation, but that's not a response. That better have been the end of the conversation. Like that's okay.
See what I mean? See, I hate seeing blue. I swear.
Have your appointment. All right, guys, this was wonderful. Thanks again for joining me, and thank you again, ladies and gentlemen, as well. My people that's watching on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. This was another episode of Grown Talk After Dark, sponsored by Sis It's Just Not God's Best for You Self Actualize and Shine podcast show. So we will be back again. Have a good night, ladies and gentlemen. All right.
Sure.